Hello, this is Alex from the National Weather Service in Pocatello with your East Idaho planning briefing for Monday, April 20th. Here's a look at the weather impact summary for the next several days. For today and tomorrow, very quiet weather conditions are expected. Then weather will turn more active Wednesday and Thursday. A cold front is expected to move through East Idaho Wednesday night. That'll bring some mountain snow and valley rain showers. And we'll also bring a round of windy conditions to eastern Idaho for Wednesday and especially on Thursday. And that could result in some areas of blowing dust. Some lingering showers along the Wyoming border are expected for Friday, but by the time we get to the weekend, a drying and warming trend is expected to begin. And that those warmer and drier conditions are expected to last potentially all the way through the following week. Taking a look at your current satellite view, we can see mostly clear skies across the Pacific Northwest. Our cold front for the Wednesday-Thursday time frame is not currently visible on the satellite view. Here's a look at the weather impact overview. There's just some breezy conditions across the Snake Plain, eastern Magic Valley, and South Hills by the time we get into Tuesday. But nothing that we expect. We don't expect the breezy conditions on Tuesday to be of any impact. For Wednesday, we did color the wind and blowing dust potential yellow. As we get closer to the event and get more confidence on what the impacts might be, we may have to increase that to a orange shading. As we get into later on Wednesday, particularly in the evening and the overnight hours, we'll begin to see some snow move into the higher terrain areas and some rain for the valley areas. Initially, snow for areas mainly above 8,000 feet. As we get into Thursday, after the cold front moves through, the snow levels will drop down to around 7,000 feet or so. So we will see some light accumulations above those elevations. We could see some showers and isolated thunderstorms in the Snake Plain as well on Thursday, but the bigger story for the Snake Plain and eastern Magic Valley will likely be the windy conditions and the potential for blowing dust on Thursday. Much quieter conditions for Friday. As we mentioned, just some lingering showers along the Wyoming border on Friday. Here's a look at the forecast wind gusts for tomorrow for Tuesday. If you remember back to our weather impact matrix, we mentioned the afternoon breezy conditions across the Snake Plain and eastern Magic Valley, and here's a look at those. West to northwest winds peaking around 25 miles per hour. Again, not particularly impactful, but the breezes will be noticeable. As that cold front approaches on Wednesday, we'll pick the winds up about 10 miles per hour or so. These yellow areas here indicate where wind gusts are forecast to be reaching 30 miles per hour. And if you can see the arrows, the expected wind direction is out of the west and west-southwest. But look, what happens is we get into Thursday, the wind gusts increase even more, especially across the southern Snake Plain and eastern Magic Valley. And we have wind gusts in the 35 to 45 mile per hour range expected. Now, if you remember back to last Saturday, this looks, at least at this point, very similar to that event. We had some blowing dust across these areas, but fortunately wasn't bad enough to necessitate any road closures. So we'll continue to monitor that as we get closer to see if the wind speeds get stronger, lighter, or if they expand farther north. But as it stands right now, the best chance for strongest winds across the southern Snake Plain and eastern Magic Valley for Wednesday and Thursday. I'll show you the high and low temperatures during our period of precipitation. As we mentioned, snow levels for Wednesday evening are expected to be 8,000 feet or higher, which shouldn't surprise you based on the expected high temperatures for Wednesday, which are at or just above seasonal averages for this time of year, getting well into the 60s. And even across the Wood River Valley, we have Stanley forecast to get into the mid-50s, Chalice low 60s. So to get temperatures cold enough for snow, we're basically talking about mid and upper slopes at that point. But cooler on Thursday, as you might expect behind the cold front, only in the 40s in Stanley. So you'll only have to get up to about 7,000 feet to see some snow showers on Thursday. So that includes Galena Summit at that elevation. And farther east, almost low enough to get snow on Pine Creek Pass, but certainly possible. There could be some snow there as well. Your low temperatures Wednesday morning. Again, this is ahead of the cold front, so we're still mild at this point. And Thursday morning, here's a look at your low temperatures. Again, only cold enough for snow, as we mentioned, mainly above 7,000 feet elevation. Here's a quick look at the forecast radar. Starting off on Wednesday evening, you can see the overall trend for the rain and snow shower activity. Again, indicating that trend for the valley rain, mountain snow. And this is a look at the very early look at the potential snowfall totals for Wednesday night through Thursday night. And as you can see here, amounts relegated to the mid and upper slopes and generally in the 1 to 3 inch range with a few isolated higher amounts. To recap, a cold front will bring some mountain snow and valley rain showers beginning Wednesday evening, continuing through the day Thursday, and tapering off Thursday night. We may see a few lingering rain showers and snow showers along the Wyoming border for Friday. Another story will be the potential for blowing dust caused by gusty winds, starting especially late Wednesday afternoon and particularly on Thursday. Right now, Thursday is expected to have the strongest wind gusts, especially across the eastern Magic Valley, southern Snake Plain, and South Hills. And then turning dry and warmer beginning this weekend. And at this point, medium and high confidence that the dry, warm weather will continue all the way into late next week. So that could mean some accelerated higher elevation snow melt into next week. So that'll be something that we'll begin to monitor by then. Well, that'll conclude the briefing for today. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback, we welcome those to the phone number, email, or social media channels you see there. Otherwise, please join us again for your Tuesday edition of the East Idaho Planning Briefing. Thank you.